am I? I'm an unemployed librarian with a tendency to get knocked on the head.
Well, we won't have to worry about that anymore, mate. When you went to the loo, I slipped a small pellet of poison in your drink. You'll be dead in an hour. Just kidding!
Nice. I like you. What's the matter? You're not afraid of little me, are you?
You better sit down. Come on.
Consensus is a business trip. What's the what?
Balthazar.
Dead demon.
Not as dead as you think. Jeez, is it me, or is your heart not in this? Maybe I'll just go home, destroy the world.
I think Mr. Pointy will have something to say about that. Come on, let's finish this. You and me.
You never learn, do you? This wasn't about you. This was never about you. And you fall for it every single time. Hey.
Got out, huh?
Yeah. Any news about attacks?
No. But I did hear about a woman being chased by 2 wild dogs.
2, really?
You don't remember anything like that, do you? Another wolf?
No. When the change comes, it's like, I'm gone. Total blackout.
Well, if I find werewolf number 2 out on patrol tonight, you might have a roomie in there.
Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Excuse me?
Well, it's good to get the fruit while it's fresh.
You'd be wise to take that back.
Hey, what a man and a girl doing lovers laying at night is nobody...
Oh, hey, enough, repulsive brain. It's not what you think. We're hunting werewolves. It's funny if you don't believe in werewolves.
No, it's funny thinking about you two catching one. This guy looks like he's auditioning to be a librarian and...
Kill you for that.
For that? What were you trying to kill me for before? Okay, so here's the deal.
Let me know if I'm not doing this right.
Nor shall I remind you that you have jeopardized the lives of all that you hold dear by harboring a no-murderer. But sadly, I must remind you that Angel tortured me for hours, for pleasure. He should have told me he was alive. You didn't. You have no respect for me or the job I perform.
Well, I'd get set for some weeping if I were you. I'd get set for a world of pain. Misery loves company, young man, and I'm looking to share that with you and your whore.
Well, looks like somebody's been eating his spinach.
Fair.
Whatever the authorities have planned for her, it can't be much worse than what she's doing to herself. She's taken a human life. The guilt, it's pretty hard to bear. It won't go away soon.
I guess you should know since you helped raise that demon that killed that guy that time.
Yes, let's bring that up as often as possible.
Why do I have to be here?
It'll help you on the exam. You're way behind.
But that's why you love me, right? Academically dangerous.
Here, hold this.
A feather. And who will I be tickling?
Shush.
Can we turn these lights on? Is that a spell book?
No. Chemistry book.
Wait a minute. This is love spell stuff.
Good. Because when it comes to you, Angel, she's just like any other young woman in love. You're all she can see of tomorrow. But I think we both know that there are some hard choices ahead. If she can't make them, you're gonna have to. I know you care about her. I just hope you care enough.
From my experience, there are two types of monster. The first can be redeemed, or more importantly, wants to be redeemed.
And the second type?
Second is void of humanity. Cannot respond to reason or love.
School talent show. However did you finagle such a primo assignment?
Our new Führer, Mr. Snyder.
I think they call them principals now.
He thought it would behove me to have more contact with the students. I did try to explain that my vocational choice of librarian was a deliberate attempt to minimize said contact, but he would have none of it.
Giles, into every generation is born one who must run the annual talentless show. You cannot escape your destiny. What do you think is happening?
You're 16 years old. I'm 241.
I've done the math.
I don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you want.
Oh, no, I think I do. I want out of this conversation.
Listen, if we date, you and I both know one thing's gonna lead to another.
One thing already has led to another. Do you think it's a little late to be reading me a warning label?
Just trying to protect you. This could get out of control.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Do you know Miss French, the teacher that's subbing for Dr. Gregory?
Yes, she's lovely. In a common, extremely well-proportioned way.
Well, I'm chasing Claw Guy last night, and Miss Well-Proportioned is heading home. Well, Claw Guy takes one look at her and runs screaming for cover.
He what? Ran away?
He was petrified.
Of Miss French?
Uh-huh. So I'm an undead monster that can shave with my hand. How many things am I afraid of?
Oh, we usually call them the nasty, pointy, bitey ones.
So many people have that misconception, but they who walk with the night are not interested in harming anyone. They are creatures above us, exalted.
You're a fool.
You don't have to be so confrontational about it. Other viewpoints than yours may be valid, you know.
You can't get married today. It's a huge mistake.
Yeah, right. Thanks for the advice, Uncle. Help me here?
Uncle, you don't recognize me, do you?
I'm sorry, I
It
don't...
sounds crazy, I know. But you have to believe me. I'm Xander Harris. I'm you.
Sparklingly normal as it is.
Giles, trust me.
I do. I really don't know how to advise you. Things involved in the computer fill me with a childlike terror. Now, if it were a nice ogre or some such, I'd be more in my element. Well, I suppose you could tail Dave, see if he's up to something.
Follow Dave. What, in dark glasses and a trench coat? Please. I can work this out myself.
Celia, you haven't been mean to me all day. Is it something I've done? Okay, see how she has no clue that I'm even a mammal, much less a human being?
I see that.
This is the invisible man syndrome. A blessing in Cordelia's case, a curse in Buffy's.
You're not invisible to Buffy.
It's worse. I'm just a part of the scenery, like an old shoe. Or a rug that you walk in every day but don't even really see it.
My little Spike just killed himself a slayer.
Congratulations. I guess that makes you one of us.
Don't be so glum, mate. Well, you tell it one slayer snuffs and another one rises. I figure there's a new chosen one getting old chosen as we speak.
It's clear. It's what's going to happen. It's happening now.
Angel.
can't be. You've got to be wrong.
I've checked it against all my other volumes. It's very real. This is the Codex. There is nothing in it that does not come to pass.
Then you're reading it wrong.
I wish to God I were. But it's very plain. Tomorrow night, Buffy will face the Master, and she will die.
You know, I think she was hurting a lot. And some people, protective type people, might be drawn to that, I guess. Well, the thing about
You
Faith...
can't get into my mind.
How did she... Why not?
It's like the mirror. The thoughts are there, but they create no reflection in you.
Do you like my mask? Isn't it pretty? It raises the dead. Americans.
Talk acting like an idiot? Nighthawk?
Okay, gonna step in now, being referee guy.
No, let him go, Oz. Talking about it isn't helping. We might as well try some violence. I was being sarcastic.
I just don't see Faith opening up to you. She doesn't take the guys that she has a connection with very seriously. And they're kind of a big joke to her. No offense.
Oh, no, I mean, why would I be offended by that?
Pada's only staying 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then Xander can find someone else who's not me to obsess about. At least with you, I knew he didn't have a shot. Well, you know, I have a choice. I can spend my life waiting for Xander to go out with every other girl in the world until he notices me, or I can just get on with my life.
Good for you.
Well, I didn't choose yet.
Care.
And why are you here?
To tell you that I don't care, which I don't, and have now told you. So, bye.
Will he rise again?
Who?
The boy?
No, he's just dead.
Can you be sure?
To make you a vampire, they have to suck your blood, and then you have to suck their blood. It's like a whole big sucking thing. Mostly, they're just gonna kill you.
That's one spunky little girl you've raised. I'm gonna eat her.
Whoa!
Willow, you're alive.
Aren't I usually?
Oh!
Oh! I love you guys too. Okay, oxygen becoming an issue. Giles, what's going on with these? Oh! Oh!
Oh, sorry,
Is not to worry. Trust me.
I don't know. I mean, I've killed you once. It shouldn't be too difficult to do it again.
What?
That's enough training for one day.
Well, that last roundhouse was kind of sloppy. Are you sure you want to do it again?
No. No, that's fine. You just run along to class. While I wait for the feeling to return to my arms.
Look out! It's got close! Get it!
The truth is, I like this world. You've got dog racing, Manchester United, and you've got people. Billions of people walking around like Happy Meals with legs. It's all right here. But then someone comes along with the vision, with the real passion for destruction.
I heard that you and Cordy broke up, and I guess I was just surprised how glad I was. It's funny how you can see someone every day, but not really see them, you know?
Yeah, it's funny. And it's just getting funnier.
I got over it.
Doesn't seem to me it matters very much how you start out.
That's smart. I get that. I like how you talk to me like I can understand things. Everyone else is being all twitchy and secretive.
I just try to keep you safe, I expect.
I feel safe with you.
Take that back.
Can we steer this riveting conversation back to the events that happened earlier this evening? You left the bronze and were set upon by 3 unusually virile vampires. They look like this?
Yeah. What's with the uniforms?
It seems that you encountered the 3 warrior vampires, very proud and very strong.
How is it you always know this stuff? You always know what's going on. I never know what's going on.
Well, you weren't here from midnight until 6 researching it.
No, I was sleeping.
Oh, come on. What kind of a life can you offer her? I don't see a lot of Sunday picnics in the offing. She's skulking in the shadows, hiding from the sun. She's a blossoming young girl. And you want to keep her from the life she should have until it's passed her by. And by God, I think that's a little selfish. Is that what you came back from hell for? Is that your greater purpose?
I know you feel betrayed.
Yes, well, that's one of the unpleasant side effects of betrayal.
Rupert, I was raised by the people that Angel hurt the most. My duty to them was the first thing I was ever taught. I didn't come here to hurt anyone. And I lied to you because I thought it was the right thing to do. I didn't know what would happen. I didn't know I was going to fall in love with you.
Now she's dancing. Dancing with death.
Big deal. He won't do anything. Our man Angel here likes to talk, but he's not much for action. All hat and no cattle.
I don't know about that. I think this whole Slayer thing has run its course. I'm ready to focus my energy elsewhere.
Really?
Message for Buffy.
Why don't you give it to me yourself?
Well, it's not really the kind of message you tell. It sort of involves finding the bodies of all your friends.
This can't be you.
We already covered that subject.
Angel, there must be some part of you inside that still remembers who you are.
Dream on, schoolgirl. Your boyfriend is dead. You're all gonna join him.
Leave Willow alone and deal with me.
But she's so cute and helpless.
So you just went home?
What was I supposed to do? Say to Owen, sorry, I was late. I was sitting in a cemetery with a librarian waiting for a vampire to rise so I could prevent an evil prophecy from coming to pass?
Or flat tire?
I can't take this anymore. I feel like everyone is staring at me, the big, hideous, dateless monster. What? Yeah, that's right. I have no life. Come on, there's nothing to see here, pal. Move it along.